And we're back. Sorry about that.
Ken, maybe
What?
you can upload that as a separate part.
That's actually what I was planning on doing. It's gonna be part 4-1.
Man, Ken, I might actually show my friend your channel now because I'm actually proud of you for once.
You might what?
Your channel.
No, you might what my channel?
Share.
Shh. But it was mostly because I got called out there. I got called out there, I didn't get called out. Alright, where's the lizard man? Where's man bear pig? There is something up there along with this cleric here. Get out of the way! Alright. So I just set up an official Twitter account for my YouTube. Also, at this point you want to start hitting treasure chests because occasionally they'll actually be mimics, and if you try to open a mimic, they'll just one-hit kill you.
Wait, Ken.
What?
Turn back to the chest. Move a bit.
Oh yeah, the chain. You can also pay attention to the chain, but it's easier just to hit everything. Anyway, here we get the Ring of Steel Protection. This ring belonged to the Night King Rendel. It grants its wearer protection by boosting defense against physical attacks. Of the many legends surrounding the Night King Rendel, one of the more well-known speaks of it as standing down a giant drake and slashing it to pieces. So you get more physical defense with it, which is actually pretty useful, considering almost everything in this game deals at least partial physical damage. Alright.
If you couldn't tell, that man was ooh, new Minecraft update.
1.5.2?
Most likely.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy is right here. Just kind of a second trap. You can lure him so that the pressure plate arrows will hit him, but I think that he has enough health that it wouldn't kill him. Also, it seems that I stagger them when I bleed. When I make them bleed. I make them bleed their tears of joy. I don't know where I was going with that. And then this section. Ah! No, I was supposed to... whatever. Yeah. How does that damage me?
Because I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't think I ever really follow this thing. Where does it really go? At first, before you actually do end up altering its path with a lever. I think this is where the way you're meant to go. Imminent death. Yeah. This is supposed to... should trigger some red alerts in your head. This chest just sitting here.
Hey guys!
The mimics in this game are ridiculous looking.
Wanna know what's more ridiculous?
What?
Their hats.
You can... lightning spear. Actually pretty useful. But I'm not gonna use it. And then it's a lift. Don't stay on that too long because there are spikes that it'll pull you into and pretty much guaranteed one hit kill you. The blood stains on it should be your red flag for it.
Shut up.
Like burn marks that don't even look slightly like oil.
Fuck you. Fuck your mother.
I don't think I actually explained this. Basically, in Silver's playthrough of the game...
Sylvix
and Alver's playthrough of the game, he thought that the burn mark on the Hellkite Wyvern's bridge was was freaking oil.
Which doesn't seem too out of the question.
Yeah, let's see. There's oil on a bridge. That's completely normal. Let's see. Back up here. Trap
So
ahead.
if I just... fuck you.
Yeah, there are 4 arrow traps. They're getting tricky.
Whoa.
Let's see.
Back the fuck up.
Oh, joy. For this section, you basically have to run. And then... Okay, just this side. I thought there was a lizard man from each side. I don't get why people like Family Guy, but not King of the Hill. This is completely random.
I like King of the Hill. I hate Family Guy.
Family Guy has its episodes, I'll admit, but...
It does, but really, as a whole...
It's meh, at best.
Yeah. King of the Hill, however...
Whoa!
Whoa! Ladybird.
And this guy is guarding an item, as is usual.
I am the assistant manager. I sell popcorn and popcorn accessories.
I haven't seen that episode, actually.
Do you know what it's about?
He becomes manager of a, theater, I guess?
No, Luann puts on a puppet show. Where all the puppets are at a movie theater. And, I think either Hank was asked to play a part, or she had no one to play the part. But he comes up, and he says, I'm the assistant manager of this place, and I sell popcorn and popcorn accessories.
Oh! Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there!
Run away.
This is
Run away.
This is the worst, and in my opinion, this is some of the worst enemy placement in the game.
What about those guys that shoot toxic at you?
You can
Nah.
you can actually get to them with melee.
Yeah, but it takes crossing a whole, like, really precarious area where they're shooting at you to get there.
That's how it is here. Alright. Throw your lightning, and then I'll miss. Ah! Oh hey, I forgot you can roll in this perspective.
Wanna know what's a tease?
What?
My server, Titbutts, is, on. And it has the little message on the bottom, Happy Birthday, Elver. And,
Do you actually know someone named Alver?
no. It was my birthday. They just haven't updated it. And, I can't get on because it's 1.5.1. I have my plans for the Scarlet Devil Mansion right over here. Yeah, you thought I was... A bunch of bug fixes, improving shit.
That's basically 1.5.2 bug fixes.
Performance improvements when using HD texture packs. That should be good.
There. That freaking guy. And then after you deal with all that, you still have to make a run. Ah!
I would bury my dick so far up your ass. Whoever could pull it out would be crowned King Arthur.
Wouldn't that be King of England?
King Arthur.
That's probably part of the joke. King Arthur, or King of the Britons. King of the what? The Britons. Like you. We're a self-governed... I forget what the whole rant was about. Something autocracy.
Tap, 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 tap. Oh.
But yeah, I'll probably put a link to the Twitter account in the description. It'll basically be hey, I'm recording you via live stream, or I uploaded.
Here, Ken, what's your Twitter handle? I shall look you up promptly.
KenPoked4LP.
Ken. Keen. First it was Q, then it was Keen. Ken. Oh. In. Kenpo Kid Z.
No.
Kenpo Kid 323.
4LP.
Whale Pussy.
Wait. No, that's not the wrong... That's Dr. Bender, or if you remember him.
I just looked up Kenpo Kid.
I don't know why he showed up.
Because he did a tweet with you in it.
That was to my personal account, not my LP account. I'll be not held responsible for anything I say on my personal account.
Me, on the other hand.
Yeah, blame Sylvix.
What the fuck? I'm being led by to the same one. Oh wait, never mind.
Wait, what?
Never mind, I just clicked on the wrong tab.
I was on the right path earlier, which is a surprise because I'm never on the right path in this area.
Welcome to Dark Souls, where you always think that you're wrong.
Ah! Oh, phew. I almost made a terrible, terrible mistake. You know what I don't get why people do like?
What?
Gary's mod.
I can see the appeal of it, and I kind of want it, but I agree, I don't see the appeal in it.
You just said you see the appeal of it.
I mean, I don't get why it's such a big deal. I mean, I can see why people like it and all that, but... You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I do like those, readings of bad fan fiction. Full life consequences.
Oh god, I heard about that.
That was... The reading using Gmod was actually hilarious.
Leap of faith. Okay. Wow, this actually fixed my Glimmer steampunk texture pack. Thanks, Mojang, for actually doing something.
Now, about that modding API.
Oh boy. I remember when I got a texture pack, and I went up to Pacholi Manor.
Pacholi Manor.
Yeah, because I made it when I was Pacholi. And, I go inside, and I look over at one of the walls, and the entire map of Skyrim replaced one of the paintings. And I'm just like, I can deal with this. This is a map I can get behind. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
So I'm trying to make my friend watch Persona 4 the animation like you really should. So
oh really? Who is it?
Someone at school.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me and she's using a different name.
No. I was adding you should really watch it too. But so
hey,
I tell what?
Quickly, what's the difference between Michael Phelps and Hitler?
I don't know who Michael Phelps is.
He's that Olympic swimmer.
The one who was disqualified for using drugs or something.
No, he just used drugs.
Ah,
Well, you know what the difference is?
what?
Michael Phelps finished the race.
Oh God, that's awful. Anyway, down here are some more powerful
You just
Valvanites.
rebound off that. Just like, oh god, that's terrible. Back to our regular date scheduled programming.
Is he really? Aw. Ah. These freaking Baldur Knights are actually powerful now. Come on. But yeah, so
Fuck!
I made him a deal because he's a big anime watcher in general. So I say, well, here, I'll watch something that's one season that you recommend in return because, well, Persona 4 the animation is one season and a special for the true ending.
Isn't Firefly one season? Have you ever heard of Firefly?
I've heard of it, but I mean anime series.
Well, God only knows it's 2 seasons.
I think it was 2 seasons and then the movie.
Wait, there was a movie?
I think Serenity was the movie.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about the world God only knows. I was like, wait, what the fuck? My brother's gonna be so happy.
Oh, no, I was talking about Firefly.
Nathan Fillion is hot. Throwing that out there.
Anyway, so I also pointed out to him, I'm going to look these up on Wikipedia first. So far, pretty much everything he suggested involves incest and harems. Also, drop down here, bonfire. It's a
I was about to say, did he recommend Von Helsing or?
No.
Because that is pretty heavy and stuff, if I remember right. Which reminds me, I really gotta watch that. It also has like necrophilia, Nazi zombies or something. Yeah.
But yeah, I told him, also, I share a room with my brother, so nothing that's borderline hentai. Pretty much everything he suggests is. Except for one that's just random moe garbage. Also, those marks, there are giant fire bombs being dropped around there, so get out of there. See? That's why you get those. Let me drop down here because I want to upgrade my weapons. Whatever.
Fuck life. Did you fall right? Did you die right next to the bonfire rail?
Yes. Anyway, wait, now I have to use a soul item. Except for one moe garbage one, which was like Yuru Yuri. Wait, no. Reinforced weapon. One upgrade on each. And then I'm like, dude, Yuru Yuri has Yuri in the name. Apparently it's not the main focus.
It's like reading Pretty Face just because it says pretty. By the way, that was one of my favorite mangas when I was in like 7th grade. Well, oh shit.
I have never heard of it, actually.
It's about this guy who gets in a car accident, well, on a bus. And,
Angel
This-
Beats.
no. And, he has terrible damage done to his face. So the doctors... Fuck, I'm stuck in a hole. So the doctors try fixing his...
I'm trying to
Are
get
you
to the
okay?
merchant. I'm trying to get to the merchant. Go on.
So the doctors try fixing his face based on a picture that they found in his wallet. It wasn't his face.
Oh god.
So they basically made him into a lookalike of his crush. And through the months that he was in a coma, his body is like melded to look a bit like it, but he's still a dude. Sounds like a chick and all that, but is a dude. So, should I be quiet now? Because the guy's talking.
I'm letting people read it. And he sells black firebombs, green blossoms, various titanite shards. For more, the standard ones are more expensive than at Andre. And he actually sells the Balder and Berenique equipment. And Katarina. Let's read the Balder equipment. Balder was the homeland of the Night King Rendel, but it came to ruin after a great many undead were spawned. He also sells Thunders and Spell Stone Plate Ring. Stone plates, the symbol of a true knight, grant the force to face various hardships. They're basically resistance rings. Wow, this guy is morbid.
Yep. So, where was I?
His face was melded.
Oh yeah. So then, the doctor is trying to, basically use him for money. Like sending him out for swimsuit calendars and all that stuff. While trying to conduct experiments, like, here's a suit that'll make your body appear different under a bathing suit so you could get through swim class. And the whole while he's trying to raise money. And apparently the chick actually had a twin sister. So now he's taking her role and actually trying to find her real twins. I stopped reading it. And now I really gotta read it again because it was entertaining as fuck.
Was it as entertaining as Bo 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 Bo?
No, I did not get into that at all.
That show was amazing.
I didn't get into it.
It was, you have to go into it with the mindset of it was made to be stupid.
Which I really couldn't comprehend when I was in 6th grade, so.
Well, at least I get an item out of this. Sniper, crossbow, and bolts. Blah. Hello! May I talk to you about our Lord and Savior, Gwyn?
Gwyn? That seems so forced. Who the fuck is it? Alright, that bitch Gwyn. I mean Gwyn. I can just picture people referring to him as that bitch Gwyn.
Be wary of pyromancy. Basically, there are fire bombs because, well, there's no be wary of firebomb. How does that even work?
Remember, Ken, you just gotta go fast.
Sanic. Or, alternatively, Tribes Ascend sucks.
Gotta go fast. Traversing sucks.
Seriously, I tried playing it and it was just... it's one of those elitist games. Like, think League of Legends, only 10 times worse.
I tried playing League of Legends.
You can't play it with a bad internet connection.
I can't.
Because you'll
get... messed up installing.
No, people will yell at you if you even get in game and you have really high ping. Alright, so this is actually a Berenique Knight who, if I remember right, respawns. You need to watch like 5 episodes of Lucky Star by now.
Tell you what, Ken.
What?
I'll do it. No, I might be doing something Saturday. If I'm not having an Iron Man marathon with my friend, I'll watch it Saturday.
Alright.
Because he seems to know what movies I haven't watched.
Anyway.
He's like, dude, you haven't seen The Matrix, let's watch The Matrix. Shh. Dude, you haven't seen Jurassic Park, let's watch Jurassic Park.
Alright,
dude, you haven't seen The Dark Knight.
This is kind of a, duel, sort of, like Oscar in the, Undead Asylum. This is... I forget his last name, if he has one, but this is Ricard, and he will murder you. Because he uses a... What is with this game and bucklers and rapiers? Seriously. The Buckler Balder Knights, Ricard.
Ricard the Guard. Oh my god.
Did you come up with another name for that guard or whatever?
Gerard?
Yeah.
No, but I know what my next D&D character is gonna be.
Ricard.
Ricard the Guard.
No, it has to be semicolon the charismatic, racist, and sexist knight. I mean, paladin.
What?
I didn't tell you about that.
No.
So, my friend, when he was doing D&D, rolled a high charisma paladin, and so he named it semicolon, like literally a semicolon. And he was extremely sexist and racist, but because of his extremely high charisma, people would agree with him.
Like, oh yeah, those fucking elves.
Yeah, you're right, man.
We do need to kill all the elves. Wait, what?
Or things... It would mostly be things like, I'm here to save you because you're a woman and you can't save yourself.
You're right, because I'm a woman, and... Fuck. That reminds me of, in history today, we were talking about, started the, gender equality, feminism. I almost wanted to bring up feminazis, but,
You should have.
No, but most of the class is women. And I want to keep up a good public relation if I ever decide to kill them all. Kidding. So nonchalant, kidding. But at one point they were like, "Alright, why were people mad at women?" And this guy raises his hand and he says,
Oh, God.
"Because the Vietnam War."
What?
And we all just look at him like, "Yes, because the women started the Vietnam War."
Anyway, he dropped Ricard's rapier, a rapier with intricate decorations, chosen weapon of the infamous undead Prince Ricard. Ricard's exploits were told in a monomyth. He was born into royalty, but wandered the lands in a fateful, ill-conceived journey. He became undead and disappeared up north, here in Lordran. Alright,
He's mad with a terrible fate.
for some reason I thought one of these was a mimic. Here we get a divine blessing, which, if I remember right, is the item to trade for the old witch's ring.
Yep.
And a rare ring of What's the difference between the ring of sacrifice and the rare ring of sacrifice, anyway? Oh. Curse basically doesn't exist. If you get killed by curse, you don't get cursed. Alright. That's very situational.
Ladders. What the fuck?
What?
Either you whispered something, someone's in my room, or the sound of my pants rubbing against each other made a weird whispering sound. I think my pants are possessed by Satan.
I took a drink of tea and made an ah noise.
Oh. Oh, so.
I need more endurance. So?
I woke up this morning around like 4:30 or 3:30, and I fell asleep with my computer on and all that. So my light's on.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, my light's on. Seamus is playing in my head, and because I keep falling asleep during Terraria, and I look over and I just see something moving up and down on my door, and I'm just like, my lights are off, and I'm like, I am fucking dreaming right now. And I'm like, there's some sort of rat at my door. And it's knocking, which means it's a polite rat. But it's a rat. It's a gentleman and a scholar rat. But I get up, and my master sword is right by my bed. So Yeah, just imagine a robber coming in.
Oh God, it's the
Gets out
hero's
his gun.
time.
Oh man, shit. But so I go over and I got my sword. And I look down and Katie's just there. Apparently her tail was just going up and down the door, and I'm like, dog, go the fuck to bed.
For those who don't know, Katie is his dog.
I didn't even say Katie, I just say dog at this point.
Alright, activating shortcut.
Shortcut, go!
I need to name a character Autobots so that Autobots can roll out. Have you disowned me yet, Silver?
I never owned you in the first place.
I mean as a friend.
We don't have that kind of relationship, Ken.
Are you breaking up with me?
Tell me I'm pretty.
Where am I going with this?
No homo. But are you breaking up with me?
I feel like that should be a line out of the Lonely Island song.
No homo, but are you breaking up with me? Oh,
I memorized every line of Mystic Pizza, which I don't know if it's a movie or a song. Alright, I just wanted to get 10 Estus.
10 Estus.
That sounds like a medieval name.
Or some kind of medieval disease.
I'm suffering from tinnitus.
It's like tinnitus.
I thought it was tinnitus. It was Titus.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
He's suffering from Titus. Wait. Oh. For some reason the trap didn't reactivate, which means I'm pretty much screwed here.
Yeah, so I watched Spoonies, who's one of my favorite commentators. I watched his review of Final Fantasy 13, which is in many parts, because he goes into vivid detail with each part.
Sort of like Clement's review of Sonic 06. Go on.
And it actually got me wanting to play it again. Now, I've never beaten it.
But you
In fact,
forgot where you were in the game?
No, when I switched Xboxes, I'd be very selective about what I brought over. And that wasn't on my priorities. In fact, the only things that were on my priority list were my Assassin's Creed saves, Fallout saves, Bioshock, and Dragon Age. But yeah, that was pretty much it, and yeah. So I started playing the game again, and I'm like, wow, the combat is so slow. Now, one of the characters, Snow, he can punch things.
Are they all named after weather?
No. But so yes, he punches things, and that's how he fights at the beginning. But Spoonie brings up a point like, he's punching robots, and he vanquished it with his hand, and he's not even phased. So he looked up, wow, he's able to do this. And it's not because he has powers. It's not because he's strong. It's because he has... Here, let me get on the Final Fantasy Wiki here. Final Fantasy...
Oh, I forgot to turn human. If you're human, you can actually summon an NPC who can actually solo this freaking boss. Black Iron Tarkus. Tarkus!
Super... Is it under Super? I'll just look up trench coat. But yes, he essentially has a super trench coat.
Alright, this is the Iron Golem. Mostly, for the most part, considered to be a joke boss. Because he's very he's somewhat similar to the Tower Knight in Demon's Souls in the way he fights. Just bringing his weapon down with massive swings. Except apparently he can grab you, which I actually usually just make Tarkus solo him. And by usually I mean the one time I actually got here.
Alright.
I'm actually kind of expecting myself to lose here.
Huh. Well, thing is, he has a freaking super trench coat. And it's like, oh, it gives him power so he can punch shit. Why does nobody else has this?
Shh. It's like, why is Sid the only one who can use hammers, the most simplistic of weapons in Final Fantasy IV?
Well, that sucked.
Yeah, but
Are you gonna summon Darkus now?
Darkus!
Darkus!
Wait, I should probably actually turn human.
So I learned things about the duck today that I never wanted to learn.
The duck?
Yeah, my friend showed me a mini documentary about ducks.
A mini documentary?
Just because of that, I'm gonna read you my notes.
What? Oh, God.
I made them on my 3DS, so they're kind of quick. Alright.
You would die if you watched Brain Scratch Comms or Chugga Conroy.
Ducks have dicks.
Yeah.
They're one of the 3% of birds that actually do. Their dicks fall off after they use it.
I've heard that one before already. God.
It grows back according to how much rivals they have.
What?
Like, if there's no rivals, it's a bit smaller. But if there's tons of fucking rivals, it's huge.
The reverse of
they're
humans.
very Yeah. They really don't like. Well, no. They really want to have sex, so they're kind of like humans again. Because human dicks fall off. So it often turns out that they
You think they're not supposed to?
Yeah. Kent, you want to tell me something?
No, not at this point.
But they get very violent, and it's sometimes at one point to get a mate, there was, I quote, homosexual, necrotic, or necrophiliac sex. I'll link you to the thing.
No, don't.
It sucked because my friend, the video even showed a duck, a duck dick. And oh my god. The only thing crazier? Duck vagina.
Oh God.
It's made like...
Don't tell me that falls off too.
No, it's made like a maze. Like, literally, it's a maze. So they can't be raped. Wanna know what the weird bad part about that is?
What?
For men? There's dead ends. I'm gonna ask my friend for the video.
I still think it would be worse if they fell off.
I also want the video about the ducks.
You're not gonna mention that you're gonna try to torture me with it.
I'm gonna torture Ken with it.
They don't even
Torture
know who I
my LP partner with it.
Partner.
No homo, but you're my partner.
Is that going to be the running theme of this episode? No homo.
No homo, but Solaire.
He's suggesting the player is, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Oh, so we got the big MCAS test coming up, which are like, you know, the standardized tests.
State testing.
Yeah. So, I doubled up in math. So we got my geometry teacher, my algebra teacher, trying to teach us math. Like, reviewing and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So my algebra teacher gives us a whole packet of the MCAS from the previous year. Well, our geometry teacher is using that for warm-ups. So I'm just like, oh, I won't do the packet, and I'll just do it in geometry. So my teacher's in algebra was like, alright, I'm going to check your packets to see how much you have done. And I'm like, I'll just do this. So I finish a whole section of it, and I don't do any, like, notes or anything on it because I do mental math. And she just looks at it and is like, why is there no work? And I'm like, have you ever seen my tests? Why start now? She says, I think you could use a little more love with this. And I'm like, no.
No love for testing.
No hablo matemáticas. I don't speak math.
Ah. I hate when the teachers are like, oh, show your work. I do it in my head.
Exactly.
It's like as soon as I turn human, I start sucking worse at the game. No, don't leave.
Excuse me.
Your pants are possessed by Satan.
My pants are possessed by Satan.
Quick, go through the basement, which leads into some weird caves, and it somehow into your mother's womb, which has a path to hell. Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, I was about to say that. When you first said go down to the basement where there's a cave, I was about to say the Fenton portal?
You know, I just thought of something. Why do so many games use a hellish area for the final area?
Because hell is scary.
Like, spoiler alert, this is one of those games. Who would have guessed?
I'm gonna send you and Cheyenne something. Clitler. I actually told I told my friends that at lunch.
And? Are they as terrible people as me?
Yep. So, at the end of finals last year, my friend decided it'd be a good idea to look up inappropriate jokes on her phone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Ken, what's the use of skin around the vagina?
What?
The woman.
Oh god.
That's okay, because I have a girl that happens to be a friend. And Cheyenne. But yeah! Now, here I am in the corner of the biology room. Trying not to laugh in the middle of finals.
This biology is hilarious.
Oh, biology, you're so silly. It's like the time we were watching a movie on space.
Ah!
Jesus, man, you're sucking now.
Space! Go on.
But we were watching a whole movie on,
Space!
And, I look on the screen and Leonardo DiCaprio's on it. And I'm like, oh, I need a new wall. Because Leonardo DiCaprio is worth it. If there's ever been a man more worth it, it's Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm not big on keeping track of actors.
The only ones I keep track of are the kind of mainstream ones.
Like Nicolas Cage.
I saw this picture. It's Nicolas. You saw the Nicolas Cage turns down a role.
Yeah. This role is so Oh, bad. Nicolas Cage turned it down. They're doing it again.
But, Senpai, they're watching. Let them.
Don't say senpai, it makes me think of Rise from Persona 4. I freaking hate her.
Every time I have lunch with one of my friends, I look at him and say, day whatever. Senpai still hasn't noticed me. And he says, who's Senpai? And I just smile.
Is he older than you or something?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Hey.
Oh, not Tarkus!
Who is it?
Pago.
Summon him.
No.
Why not?
Why? Science is about why. It's about why not. Why not stuff some gerbils into a toilet?
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
I don't remember that.
What?
I don't remember that.
I made that last part up.
Oh. Yeah, I let my friends borrow Portal 2, and they never played Portal 1. And I'm like, no guys, you're not getting the full experience.
You need to spend an hour on Portal 1.
Yeah. I remember I rented the orange box. And I'm playing Portal. And I'm going through all the puzzles and I'm going through all the puzzles and everything. And I'm like 2 or 3 hours into it. And I'm like, does it just keep generating more and more puzzles? Because I didn't know it actually had a plot.
You weren't paying attention?
Yeah. Okay.
Freaking giant fire bombs. Ah! Direct hit! I got hit directly with the freaking firebomb. Also, I forget which one of these guys you want to take out. Oh. Wait, where is he? You want to take this guy out. Because he's the one who is throwing firebombs during the boss fight. I'm trying to get headshots, so I'm dealing more than 10 damage. Headshots may not apply. I've just realized. Forget it.
Maybe 10's were the headshots.
Alright, anyway.
That's the point where we realize your sad, miserable existence means nothing.
Wait, I forget what's up here. Oh, it's this guy. The guy who was throwing firebombs. There's actually a sound effect when you make an enemy bleed.
Oh man, Ken, it looks like we got a big problem on our hands.
Shut up, Mokuba.
Is it time for my cameo yet?
Shut up, Mokuba.
I like Season 0 of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Like, abridged or regular?
Like, I'm not sure, but I saw the, abridged version of Season 0.
Why is Kaiba being nice?
Have you seen Season 0? When it had nothing to do with card games?
I read a few chapters of the manga. The original manga, I mean.
Because there's one point where, Teo is being held captive in a diner.
Oh yeah, I actually listened to the abridged version of that episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you were blindfolded, how could you tell he was attractive? With a voice that deep, well, I've been going through puberty. Don't even try it. Alright, Black Iron Tarkus!
I am the lair.
But yeah, Tarkus can solo this freaking boss. Just have to get him to start fighting one-on-one. Tarkus, now would be a good time to fight. I'll chip in like a couple hundred damage. Ah!
Crutch.
Now, pay attention to the life bar when Tarkus hits him. Or not. And I completely miss. Ah! Go on, Tarkus. Look at that damage! Now compare it to my damage, and you realize why it's a necessity to summon Tarkus. What?!
Keep fighting Darkus.
Oh, he didn't just suddenly beast mode.
Just like spinning around, ramming his axe against them over and over.
I think I'm going to just go ahead and end off here. Maybe do the boss off screen because it's kind of pointless to show it after showing how he fights. So next time on Let's Play Dark Souls, we'll be progressing to the next area.
Alright, have fun.